Okay, so you had a piece of string, you're gonna shred it, and so it'll kind of be like this, but then you're gonna shred it some more so it's like this, but not too much, and you don't want to mix it with your white so it's this mess. Okay? From there you decide where you want it, then you put a layer of latex on, and then I usually put some along the edges and kind of on it as well.
That's disgusting. No, not that. That stuff. That
The
fishy stuff.
The what?
The liquid latex smells bad.
The liquid
That's
latex.
nasty. You want some on you? Kind of don't have to do it.
You
Put
want
it
gray?
on someone else and stick it to your square.
You can. You can get somebody.
Yeah.
I don't care who you do it
You
on.
gotta put on you. Yeah, that's the swing.
Alright. So
Hey, that's right back. Don't want to find out.
there. I like to do this because it kind of gives it a little bit of crusty, plus it kind of leaves it on there a little bit sturdier. And it'll probably end up with more on it anyways. Alright. So. Alright, from here, I'm going out wide. See, I'm going out wide. Alright, so this is where are you
Let's
good?
be on mold now.
So this is where I'm going to take some of this.
Look.
Now this is the technique tricky part, okay?
You throw your face.
So, can you see? Jeremiah, I'm videoing. Shut your hole, please.
No, but it's
Okay, shut up and look.
Yeah.
Alright, see how like it's kind of got these veiny things?
Where you want to
So,
put that?
I'm going to put this. Focus.
I was telling her.
Focus.
Miss, go ahead, do it, Miss.
Okay.
You don't gotta wait for me.
So you're gonna put this along the edges because I want the veins to come out from it. Does that make sense?
Are you gonna take that off when you're done?
No.
You gonna keep that on there?
Yep, all day long. Again, I'm working in a stupid spot because I can't see. Well, not all of us, but some of us have done this. Under the chin business can be tricky. So getting it on there. Sometimes I move it around with like the end of my
Finger?
no, this thing. Paintbrush. Good grief, yeah, my paintbrush. Because you want them to get kind of long and skinny, so they look a little bit veinier. Sometimes I cut them. I like kind of when there's holes in them too. Somewhere, Zach, you're okay at directions. On the glass shelf, like, you know that giant shelf over there? There's a clear box with like containers in it. There's some like super pointy scissors. Will you find them for me? Because I lost some of my veins that I had a minute ago when I tried to clump this on there under my chin. There we go. But if you can pick them out, it's so hard to see under my chin. This is not the best place to start. Did you find some? Hold on, press pause. Sometimes I come through, and don't cut your skin, but sometimes I want to come through and cut so I can get more veins out of it. But you gotta be careful not to cut yourself. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. So, keep working like that. I'm gonna work at the top a little bit where I can friggin' see. So again, kind of hold it and go, okay, which way do I want this to go? And do I want to use the whole thing? I'm gonna kind of stretch it and do some fun stuff to it before I put it on. I'm gonna get into a spot I can actually see them. And I kind of like the idea of it starting here and then coming out. So I'm going to start here. Go that way. I really do find it easier just to use my hands. I do you, but you know. It's very sticky, as you can tell. Don't get into, oh my gosh, do not get into the hair right here. It hurts when you pull this off, I'm just saying. Okay, so I'm gonna try to avoid that as best as possible. So this, do you guys remember this, when we did the burn?
Can I just do it as you're doing it?
I think you're gonna run out of time. It takes a while to do this one, because you remember how long the burn takes? This one takes a smidgen bit longer. I would just do this tomorrow. Because you're gonna work your way around it. Oh look, there's a hair I should go over so I can pull it out. Everything's stuck to me. So do you remember when we did the burn and like you had kind of those little pockets and things? This is similar to that, and that you're gonna have like these little individual things that you want to accentuate. So I'm gonna come back through and I can go in here with, I can go in here with the end of this and pull things around where I might want them to go a little bit. And then if it gets stuck, I can use the little scissors. And make it do what I want it to do. And make more veins. So the idea is lots of little veins. I don't like this really big long one right here. So I'm going to cut it in half. Not that I don't want you to work it, because you know I do, but we are videotaping. I'll hear you thumping in the background. I'm not watching the demo because you're failing this particular assignment because you haven't done any of these. Just saying. Just throwing that out there as you continue to thump. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Come on, vein. There it goes. All right, so you work like most of the way around this like this, right? So you're gonna start with your red in, and you're gonna continue out. And then do you remember how we did the, like where we did some black, right? And we did some red and we kind of speckled in and we kind of went in with the brush. We're gonna kind of do that, okay? We're gonna pause on this, hopefully.
Okay.
All right, so it's not perfect. It's hard to get under here. But then I kind of put a layer of latex on everything to make sure that it's going to be stuck. Let it dry just a little bit. And then you're going to do sort of like what we did with the burns. And you're going to come back with some red and some black. I like to start with the brush. Oops, that's the wrong brush. My makeup brush. And you're gonna look for those areas that you want to look deep. And you're gonna kind of stab those in there. It's stuck to me. And I usually do a little bit on this too, just so it's like in those deeper spots where it's kind of gunky. See under there. Alright, video man, am I getting my holes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm guessing. Trying to look around my old person eyes. I look over my glasses because I got bifocals, so now I'm like trying to look under my face. That's fun. Alright, I've got some dark spots. I can come back to some red. You can use your brush. I'm gonna go with fingers again. I haven't used this red. Is it good?
I haven't used that one either.
So far, not impressed. I like my old one better. You don't want like those black things to stay like, I mean, you want them sort of blendy. So I'm kind of rubbing at it a little bit so that it mixes with the red, I hope. I'm not a fan of this red. It's a Walmart one, but they must have changed it. The old one was a Walmart one too. This is like, I don't know, oily. See it? This does well with a little bit of green or purple as well.
Maybe a thinner end of a sponge would work. Maybe a thinner end of a sponge would work, so you can get more in there.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. That would maybe be a good idea. You could use the Q-tips as well. Right, so you could use the Q-tips. You could use what he was saying is like the pointy end of some of these sponges. Yeah, like the pointy part. So that might work good to get in there. Agreed. Agreed. All right. So, like I said, you could throw in some purple. I don't like to take forever on my demos with you guys because, well, it's just a demo. There's no paper towels over them, is there? Yeah, no? Nobody?
I don't see any.
But where it really comes together and looks awesome and good is when you start to add in your, thank you. You. Thanks so much. It's where you start to goo in your blood. So the purple or the green would be nice to give depth other than just the black, you know what I mean? So it's like more shades of the red. So that's nice as well. Put these away, so I guess I'll use them. This usually adds another depth of, like, I tend to cover all of the yarn because it's red yarn, right? It's too bright. So I tend to cover it and then blotch around. Because if it's a wound, it's gonna go other places than just on where you put the wound, right? So sometimes I'll do like a big drip, you know, depends on where I'm doing it. Drips are good because gravity is a thing, right? Okay, so you can see the difference between the top half and the bottom half, yeah? Right. Okay, so that's the idea, is to just make it look gooey and gross. Got it? Questions? Gooey gross. Your vision, whatever you want. Sound good? Okay.
So that's what I told people for burns, is make it look as gross as possible.
Well, yeah. Want gooey grossness, right? So like, drip, you little booger. Sometimes it's hard to get it to drip. There it goes. Ooh, it tickles. Right? Okay. Alright, well, I would shred your stuff so that way it's ready for tomorrow. And if you don't have that, it's so hard to see back there. If you don't have that botanical reflection filled out, but yours is done, make sure I get that today. Sometimes I come through with fingerprints too.
I like the fake blood more than the makeup because it
Mm-hmm.
thins out and blends in better. Because it's a liquid.
And I'll show you, I have some more blood than this, but we have some other kind of gross blood too. I have a little on the ear, right? Because it's right close to my ear. What's the odds it's going to only stay in this one spot, right? This stuff is like, my suggestion to you the day that you do this, either do it on somebody else that wants to have it on all day, or you need to have to want it on all day, because if you try to take this off, like now, to go about the rest of your day, you're just gonna look stupid because this blood is gonna sort of stay. Like if I just try to wash this off with regular,
After the burn, my arm was
Yeah.
red for like 3 days.
so just throwing that out there. Like, put it somewhere that isn't a big deal, or put it on someone else, or don't intend to take it off that day. That's why, yes, this is staying on all day. Okay? Okay. All right. You do you.